This stage 4 is, again, really freaking hard, but I like it a lot. It's a good stage. It has a lot of these walls that you can use to maintain your chains, although I really can't do it. It's difficult. These guys, you have to watch out because they spit out these walls of blue crap. Whoa, lag. Okay. I'm alright, I'm alright. Bomb a little bit. I got a hyper, so I will hopefully make use of that before I get killed. Now, when you use a hyper, it does actually cancel out bullets, much like a bomb, so it's pretty good. Okay, here we go. Now I'm getting it. Alright. Whoa, watch out. I gotta move over to the right. There we go. Okay, moving off. This stage is sort of another like industrial factory stage. It's a lot like stage 5 of Dodonpachi, but here it is stage 4. Okay, I gotta bomb that. These things can be annoying. You have to you have to be in a particular angle to them to attack them without getting hit. Yeah, right behind them like that. I'm trapped. Let's kill all these guys. One thing I really like about this stage is the music. I hope you can hear it in the recording. Bomb again. And yeah, the music in this stage is probably my favorite in this game. Although the boss music is really good. Whoa, lagging. Okay, yeah, my computer kind of bugged out for a second there and lagged and I died. And anyway, I had to cut a couple seconds there, but no big deal. Nothing of extreme value was lost. This is a big cannon, and you have to dodge the closely clustered shots here like that and go through. It's rather difficult. But I think I've said that enough, haven't I? Okay, we're gonna chain off of these walls, and alright, now we come to the sort of cannon walls. These things move back and forth and can be rather tough to deal with. Yeah, there we go. But they do spit out a lot of stars when they die. I got a bomb. Alright. So, the background, if you notice, there's some kind of giant generator thing. And that is going to come into play right now. You have to be above it to actually avoid a lot of these shots. Ugh. Okay, and I got a hyper. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and use it for no particular reason. Now, I believe there's a one up there that I missed. So sorry about that. I forget where it is right now. But I'm fairly certain there's a one up right there. This boss is really tough. Not my favorite boss in this game. But he has a couple of neat patterns. This is not one of them. Holy crap, I'm gonna die. Okay. Whoa, lagging quite a lot. Okay. Hopefully my computer will hang on until the end here, because I don't know if you know this if you haven't recorded before, but if you're recording a game like this, I'm using Fraps, it will actually use up hard drive space, and it uses up quite a lot because it records in AVI format, which is a pretty large format. So as I'm recording, the longer it goes, the more hard drive space it will take up. So at some point, I'll be getting pretty low on hard drive space, and it will start lagging more. But I'm hoping that it will be okay. That's a pretty neat pattern. That's something that like Treasure might do. Oh god. And where it's not really going between any small spaces. It's I bombed that. That is crap. I hit the bomb button. Anyway, it's more about like creative maze dodging rather than like timing to get in these little gaps that Cave likes to do. And I like that too, but I'm just saying it's a difference of style. God, just kill this thing already. Okay. So if I haven't died enough, we're going to move on to the next stage, which is the last stage, stage 5, easily the hardest stage. Yeah, I'm going to die like every 2 seconds here. Great thing about this stage is, of course, it's the Dodonpachi nostalgia stage. Kind of, I don't know if you remember my Gradius Gaiden video, where there's that whole stage which is made up of bosses of the previous games. This stage is kind of like that. It's a whole bunch of parts of the previous games in the Dodonpachi series, and they all sort of come back. It's mostly just Dodonpachi, not Dodonpachi, but a lot of the bosses from those games make an appearance here, briefly. And like a lot of these minor enemies show up here that were in Dodonpachi. Stop dying. But they're slightly upgraded. Like this guy is, if I recall, the stage 4 boss of Dodonpachi. But you can see his laser attack is actually a little different now. He has these sideways shots that really make it tough to avoid when you're dodging around the lasers. Bomb here. And here are some of those annoying bees from stage 6 of Dodonpachi. See if I can make it through this. No, I can't. Luckily, though, these bees are not as annoying as the bees in stage 6 of Dodonpachi. But they are still quite annoying. Oh, that was close. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kill these guys real quick. And these walls of blue stuff are annoying the crap out of me. Okay. Here we go. I've got to be near another mid-boss. This stage has a bunch of mid-bosses, so it's hard to call them all mid-bosses, but you know what I mean. Get through there. Okay. Look at the top of your screen. You will see a familiar sight from Dodonpachi. What? No, that's not cool. Anyway, yes, this is actually my favorite boss from Dodonpachi, and it's back here with my favorite pattern from Dodonpachi. Oh yeah, I love this. This is so cool. Keep going. Alright. So, but you see he actually has additional attacks, these little aimed shots that come from the turrets at the top. One similarity all these recurring mid-bosses have in this game is that they are much shorter. They have a lot lower health. Here's the stage 5 boss from Dodonpachi, if I can avoid it. No, I can't. It's a lot harder than the one in Dodonpachi because the magma balls are faster and let's hyper die. Whoa, okay, this is fast. Oh geez. Whew. Alright, I made it. Getting close to the end of this stage. Trust me. This is a long one, but yeah, it's fun to see all these recurring bosses. Let me get trapped here. Okay. This part actually reminds me more of Mushihime-sama. It has particularly those like big turrets that shoot the big waves of bullets. They remind me of some of those big flowers in Futari that do that. But unlike Futari, these ones do not cancel out all the bullets on the screen when you kill them. There's big tanks. We kill them. I hope you're not getting tired of watching me die, because I'm not getting tired of dying. That's what makes this game so fun. The patterns are just great. It's so fast, and there's really tight spaces that you need to dodge in. It just feels a lot like Dodonpachi, but just on another level of difficulty and insanity. Alright. Almost through this. I know it. Come on. Killing some tanks. Can I get through over to the left again? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, crossing to the right. Yes. I don't know if the slowdown is entirely due to the game or the PS2 emulation or my recording, but I know that the regular game does have some slowdown here also. And the last bullet of the last enemy is what kills me. That's... anyone who plays shoot 'em ups knows exactly what that feels like. Okay, this attack, there's a trick to it, and I used to know it, because the only really fast part of this attack is those aimed line shots. If you can avoid those while going through the rest of the slow parts, it's not too bad. This part, however, is... this B is, of course, Hibachi, who is a recurring final boss in the Dodonpachi series. Come back, power up, you're running away. This is a type of pattern that I really like, even though I'm going to bomb it, because, you know, it's just sort of a lot of spatial reasoning, and it's not like insane Larsa from Futari type dodging where it's just impossible for any human to do it. And okay, let's see if I can try this one again. If I recall, a lot of big movements can get through it, but alright, I made it. And now the final pattern. This is very, very reminiscent of the final pattern of Pro Gear, and I really like it. It's not that fast, but there's really tiny spaces in these bullets, and they overlap, so you need to carefully time when to cross over, and the lag is not helping, but hopefully I can do it. Yep. So you have to time when to cross through and not cross through the bullet streams when they intersect, like I just did. So this thing has got to be close to dead. You can see how much health it has, though. The health bar really drains very slowly, but it's gonna die. And I have succeeded in killing Hibachi. Oh man. So that game is a bitch. I forget if it lets me start the second loop right now. It probably won't. Most cave games, to start the second loop, you need to meet some requirements, like actually one crediting it. And I don't think it's going to let me, but I'll find out. I don't know what this Japanese is saying. If it does, I'm just going to cut it off anyway, because you don't want to see me go through it again and dying even more frequently. There's some kind of story in this game. I have no idea what it is. Don't really care. It's a shoot 'em up. They don't need a story. And particularly with Cave, all these little anime lolly characters, I don't really care at all. So at this point, we're just waiting to see if I will be allowed to play the second loop, and I won't show that. So yeah, this is Dodonpachi Daioujou. Easily one of the hardest shoot 'em ups ever made. And nope, there's a game over screen. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and bye-bye.